Hey everyone, David Burgess here again with Keller Williams Realty. I hope you're keeping well. Welcome back to my channel on this beautiful November sunny afternoon. It is absolutely gorgeous out here. I love this time of year. And yes, today I have put together a great video for you on Esplanade by Taylor Morrison. And if you haven't come across the Esplanade communities before, there are plenty of them throughout Florida. All of them have the same resort style, maintenance free concept, beautiful landscaping. It has concrete tile roofs throughout, paved driveways, beautiful homes and really desirable floor plans. Each and every one of these communities differs just a tiny bit. Maybe that's what's included in the fees. Maybe some of them are on a golf course. A couple of them will be technically 55 plus, but the majority aren't. So I wanted to go through all of those options with you today and to see if they may be a great fit for you. So stick around. Right then, let's dive on into where these communities are. So as you can see from the map right behind me, they're scattered from Tampa down to Sarasota. And like I said in the intro, there are plenty of others further south going towards Naples, but these are the ones that I cover. And we have 8 or 9 here, and 3 of them are completely built out. So the one in Odessa in Starkey Ranch, the one in Palmer Ranch down in Sarasota, and the Esplanade Golf and Country Club in Lakewood are completely built out. So you can only entertain the resale market there. All of the others you can still build and they have great opportunity, apart from Azario in Lakewood where it's just very difficult to get anybody under contract. But I will leave the golf course communities with Esplanade in Lakewood to the end of this video. While in the meantime, I'm just going to discuss the floor plans and what to expect in a traditional Esplanade community. Now, the 3 floor plans that you will find in every single Esplanade is the Farnese, the Lazio, and the Palazzo. All of these homes are 1 story. They, like I said before, they have the paved driveway, the concrete tile roof, this Mediterranean style, Italian themed, and they're named, they all have these Italian names. So it's very hard not to fall in love with them. But their signature features are really the gourmet kitchen, the bay windows, the just very modern open style. You'll see outside they have a really good size entertaining area with sliding glass doors. They have the pool and patio area. It's very hard not to fall in love with these homes. It's really just a case of which one is for you and works within your budget. But aside from these 3 floor plans, you will find some of them, the ones in Lakewood will have condos that are on the golf courses. These condos have really jumped up in terms of pricing lately and their desirability, but I'll get to why that is once I cover the golf course communities a little bit later on in this video. But they also have these villas like the Ibis floor plan here, you know, and the Sandpiper. Those are really popular too. But if you're looking for if you're looking for something that's a little bit different, the Artisan Lakes community in Palmetto also offer this Bergamo and Matera floor plans. I've just got one of these under contract from a lovely couple, and it just checked every box that they were looking for. It's smaller than the Farnese. It's around 1,800 square feet. I think the Matera is, and you can add your own pool out there as well. So for around 500 to 550, you can have a small single family home with a pool if you want one, or you can just take advantage of the awesome community resort style pool that will be within walking distance, no doubt. So outside of these floor plans, you will find some like the Beacon and the Lincoln and these kind of homes that are much more grand and more custom. They typically have the side garage and are on much bigger lots, but really most people that are building within these Esplanade communities are looking at the Farnese, the Lazio, or the Palazzo. So just wanted to run through these floor plans and why, and really show you behind me why they're so popular, and hopefully you can see that they are truly stunning. One thing I haven't mentioned yet are the HOA fees and CDD fees. Pretty much all of these communities will have a CDD fee. I don't believe there's one of these communities that I cover that doesn't have a CDD fee. However, some are definitely higher than others, and they will differ from community to community depending on the location and what's included with the amenities, but it will also vary on lot size. If you have a very small lot, a 42 feet wide lot, then the CDD is going to be very, very low, and it's going to be lower for villas and lower again for condos. But if you have a very wide 92 feet wide grand estate home, then the CDD is going to be much higher. So typically they're going to differ, they're going to range from around 1,500 to 3,000 for the year, and the CDD fee is always part of your taxes. Now, the HOA fees, I would expect in a very traditional Esplanade community to pay between $300 to $400 a month. Again, that is the maintenance of the gated security, the common areas, and it is your lawn care, everything to do with cutting your bushes and maintaining your trees and plants, and also adding mulch and that kind of thing. So that's all taken care of as part of your HOA fees, as well as the amenities. All of that's going to be between $300 to $400 a month in every one of these Esplanade communities. Now, if you are on a golf course, you are basically split 50-50 between every house is going to have an HOA, which includes the golf or non-golf. So it's basically grandfathered to the home, and when you go to sell your home, you will either have a non-HOA membership or a non-golf membership or a golf membership. So the golf membership HOAs are around $700 to $800 a month if you've got golf included, and that includes everything that I've just mentioned in a traditional Esplanade community, on top of unlimited golf. So you get to use all of the golf course amenities like the driving range and the holes, and I believe that's unlimited access. There is no restrictions on when you can use the golf course. So that might vary from typical, if they're relaying the course or they've got some sort of event on, but most of the time you can use that pretty unlimited. So yeah, that's how that's going to differ with the fees. And just going back to that membership, like I said, 50% of the homeowners will have golf, 50% won't, and that is in both Azario and in the Esplanade Golf and Country Club in Lakewood Ranch. That really leaves me moving on to the golf course communities and my experiences in this market with Esplanade communities this year. I had a lovely couple from Chicago I was working with recently who were very interested in this house right behind me. This is in the Golf and Country Club in Lakewood, and I showed them quite a few communities in Lakewood, but this was the one they loved the most. And they did love Azario, but want to be here sooner rather than later, and once they saw the amenities and everything, they really did fall in love with the place. So I went and showed them this home via video because they're very comfortable with the community and the neighborhood, and it was really just about finding the right home. So now this home here, 1,800 square feet, 675,000. Beautifully appointed home. It really was just gorgeous throughout, but it was on at 675, and my buyers are cash, and we went in with an offer which basically ended up at like 690, and it was cash. And you would have thought in this market, an offer of $15,000 over the asking price, you'd think you're pretty confident in securing it. Well, this home had a lot of built-in cabinets and wall-mounted units and things, and some were included, some weren't, and there was a list of basically what was and what wasn't. And as we kind of came to terms at 690 for this home, it kind of just basically negotiations went to the following day, and in that time, another couple came in and bought the home. They had an offer that was accepted that was higher than ours, and we really just were ghosted completely. And I was just amazed, to be honest. I was amazed that a home, even though it was a beautiful home, this wasn't a home that was very big. It didn't have a view, it didn't have a pool, and for that price I was absolutely amazed to miss out on it, because even at the price I was thinking that's quite high for a smaller single family home. But what sold it is Esplanade. It's the neighborhood, and I guarantee you that the homeowners would have gone to the amenities there and fallen in love with everything that's on offer And this home didn't even have the golf membership, so it wasn't like they were golfers and they could have used all the golfing amenities. So it was really just about the restaurant and tiki bar and the whole feel of what Esplanade offers. So this one absolutely blew me away. I was staggered, to be honest. There's not many times where my jaw just drops in real estate. After all of these years, because I've seen everything, but this one really surprised me. Like I said, if it was on the golf course, if it had a view, if it had a pool and it had been higher, those are normally the homes that can really kick on. You know, the 3-car garage homes, the ones with a view, a pool, beautifully appointed. This one was definitely really well appointed, but it didn't have anything else really. It just had really nice upgrades. But for that price, in the end, the reason being that somebody else came in with a cash offer, and it ended up selling for $703,000, this house, and we were in at 690, but apparently they closed within 10 days as well. They wanted us to close within 10 days, but I was going back to the UK for a week and my buyer was going overseas as well. So we ended up missing out on that one. So they were bummed about it, but a couple of weeks later we found them another home which was just a little bit more, not as nicely appointed, I wouldn't say. This one needs a few modifications to kind of bring it up to some higher standards, but it's on a beautiful golf course, it's bigger and it's on a bigger lot, and this is more my type of investment in a home. This is my type of real estate where the view is what's going to sell it forever and a day, and it has a beautiful setting, and this one does have the golf membership. So buyers are really happy now, but at the time we were all really down about missing out on this house, and just amazed, to be honest, absolutely amazed. And then that moves me on to Azario. Now Azario is the only golf course in the area where you can build a house, and I've just never seen a community as in demand as this in my life. Like, I truly haven't. Like, every time I go there, it is just so busy with people. And I've been working with a couple of different buyers from California lately. Both of them wanted to make an offer on the lots there. One of them was more serious than the other. One of them was under contract for another home and basically just said, you know, I'm gonna just go for it and see what happens, and didn't go in very aggressively with a bid. But basically, here are the numbers behind you. You can see, finally, after all of these months and having so many people come through Azario, they finally released around 17 lots that were all on the golf course. So I had this couple that were really serious. They went about 50% over the asking price, which is nearly $200,000 basically for a lot on the golf course. And I did advise them to go higher. I said, look, I know of plenty less desirable lots in Lakewood that are going in the 400,000 range, if not higher. And I said, I think these are going to go for much more than what you're offering. But he said, look, this is the highest I can go. Going to make an offer. And he made 4 offers and none of them were accepted. Now, in other communities in Esplanade, where they are taking the bids, they are still doing the highest and best bidding situation, they will tell you where, you know, if you've come short, and they will say, look, you missed out by $10,000. In Azario, they don't tell you anything. They just say you missed out, and we're not allowed to tell you, you know, how much buy or how many people were bidding. But my guess is there were hundreds of people bidding on these lots. There were 17. So the last few months they've been releasing 3 or 4 every month, but this time they had 17, and I was hopeful but not overly confident. And then so my buyer missed out on that, so he's kind of given up and looking elsewhere now, because he's a big golfer, but not completely, it doesn't have to be Esplanade. There's other golf courses obviously in the area where we can look at resales or communities that are close to golf courses, and I think he's just over it. But basically he wanted to build the Palazzo, and the Palazzo is a truly beautiful home. But what I really was just something else I was amazed by, this home here right behind me. This is a Palazzo in Azario, and it's the first resale home that's been listed in here. It looks like the family have just closed on it and then listed it for sale the following day, and it sold for 1.35 million. And for a home where you can still build in there for around 900,000 to $1 million, if your offer is accepted, I couldn't believe it. Once I saw that, I just knew that these lot premiums were going to go for so much higher. But basically, when the base price is between like 500 to 600,000, for the home to end up at 1.35 is incredible. So it goes to show how in demand these Esplanade communities are, especially the ones on the golf courses here in Lakewood. But this home here, I mean, it does look stunning, don't get me wrong. It has what everybody's looking for. A truly beautiful lot, a very modern new home with the pool. It checks a lot of boxes for people. But at 1.35 million, I mean, this really is unbelievable. And this isn't a fully custom home. This is a semi-custom home. It definitely has a lot of wow factor, a lot of signature features, and it does look like a custom home, but it's not. There's a lot of things that you cannot do with this home. So I really just wanted to say, like, if you're still interested in being in Azario on the golf courses, especially in Lakewood, it's going to be very, very difficult. I would say you will have more luck and opportunity with the resale market at the Golf and Country Club. Azario is very, very difficult. It's got to the stage where I don't know, unless you are going drastically over with your bids on the lots, I don't think you'll have much success. So I just wanted to set that expectation up front. And yeah, obviously just keep on, I'll be doing some more market updates coming up with homes that I've been unsuccessful with and successful, and where I see the market going from a resale and a new construction point of view. But, as I discuss the market, I'm just going to end on this note. Like, people keep saying to me, oh, is the market shifting? Is it turning? It's not really. It is a little bit in certain areas. There's definitely some more homes that are sat on the market for longer because people were just getting greedy and listing their home way above the asking price. Sorry, one thing I didn't mention actually, while I have you, sorry, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, but the home we just got under contract for, this is the Far Nice, and that was listed in the 800 range, and we ended up getting it for 730. The listing agent was just very, very ambitious with this one, and the price just kept coming down and down and down, and eventually we made an offer. It was at 750, and we offered 730, and she accepted it right away and said, my husband's just over this and he wants to sell the house. So we are seeing more openings, but in these communities, Esplanade, I feel like they're going to always have a lot of demand for people, and I feel like it's one of the most solid investments you can make in an Esplanade community. I truly, truly do. If that's a resale home or if it is going to be a brand new home, although the prices have gone up over the last couple of years, I do not see there ever being a time where people just do not fall in love with these communities, and no other builder seems to build much similar to it unless it's in a 55 plus community. So as people ask me, is the market changing in these really hot communities, I don't expect things to change whatsoever. I really don't. I think that the prices will continue to go up unless the interest rates change and they start to shoot up towards the 4% mark. I think purchasing a home at like 800,000 is going to make a big difference to their repayments. So just something to think about. But I really just wanted to do a video today on Esplanade, giving you a really good feel for what is out there. And if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me. I know these homes and these communities inside and out, and I would love to help you choose the right lot, the right floor plan. And if you're looking for a resale, really explore what's out there, because these homes will go quickly and you do have to jump on them. So yeah, that's what I'm here for. So all of my contact information is below as usual, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I'm really trying to get to 3,000 subscribers by Christmas or the end of the year, and it looks like I'm about 70 short or so, so I'm really not that far away. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in. Please like this video, and yeah, stick around, because in December I've got a couple of market updates where we're going to go over some stats, go over all of my experiences with resales and new construction homes, and yeah, end the year with a bang. So thanks again for tuning in. You will hear from me soon. Take care.